It sometimes seems as though wealth can protect against just about anything. For many, wealth can mean access to a better life, stability, health, travel. However, for one family, their phantom riches led to their downfall. Join us as we take a look at the demise of the Kamal family. December 28, 2023 was a typical Thursday night in Massachusetts for many. However, it would be the last day for one family. Inside a $5 million mansion, 3 people, a wealthy couple and their teenage daughter, were found harmed. A relative, who hadn't heard from the family in a few days, made the discovery after arriving at their home to check on them. The Norfolk District Attorney, Michael Morrissey, later confirmed that the father, Rakesh Kamal, had been the one to hurt his family and then himself. The Kamals were, by some accounts, the least likely candidates for this type of violence. The family placed a strong emphasis on education, with both parents attending prestigious institutions where they excelled academically and their daughter following in their footsteps. Rakesh Kamal, age 57 at the time of the incident, and his wife, Tina Kamal, age 54, were both highly educated. Rakesh, known as Rick, had attended courses at Boston University, the MIT Sloan School of Management, and Stanford University. Tina Kamal was fortunate enough to spend her formative years in India's bustling capital, Delhi, where she was born in November 1969. After completing her secondary education in 1987, she went on to pursue higher education at Delhi University, where she concentrated on English literature. The couple wed in their early 20s. The couple's 18-year-old daughter, Ariana Kamal, was a neuroscience student at Middlebury College, a private liberal arts school in Vermont that costs roughly $65,000 per year. Ariana participated in a number of student organizations at Middlebury, including Women in Computer Science and the College Choir. Ariana was a well-rounded individual with diverse interests and a close-knit group of friends. She was particularly good at the piano, a hobby her parents encouraged. Before Middlebury, Ariana graduated from the elite private high school Milton Academy in June 2023, earning an award for distinctive academic achievement. While at Middleton Academy, she presented at the International Youth Neuroscience Conference and tutored younger students in writing. The Kamals described Ariana, their only child, as a bright and promising student. In 2016, the Kamals co-founded EduNova, an education systems company Rick served as president and Tina as chief operating officer. The company collaborated with top business leaders and academic professors to create tools that equip students with the skills they needed to succeed in a global economy. Despite its initial success, the company dissolved in December 2021. Before EduNova, Rick held many executive positions in the education consulting field. He was described as a soft-spoken but highly competent tech professional. Tina worked in education and technology for more than 30 years for companies such as Aegis Software Corp., EMC Corporation, and Fidelity Investments. Tina invented a unique customer service technology which thousands of call center workers still use today. At the time of her demise, Tina was on the board of directors for the American Red Cross. Despite their busy lives and careers, the Kamals maintained a close-knit family dynamic, with Rick, Tina, and their daughter Ariana residing under the same roof even while Ariana was attending college. They lived in a large mansion in Dover, Massachusetts, a wealthy suburb located about 20 miles southwest of Boston. The close-knit nature of the Kamal family, their commitment to education, and their involvement in the community paint a picture of a family that was thriving and well-respected. As you know, you can't always believe everything that's on the surface. In the years leading up to that fateful day, the Kamal family faced significant financial difficulties that were a sharp contrast to their earlier successes. Rick, who had been working as the chief technology officer for Harvard Business School online since 2015, lost his job. But he did not let his wife or daughter know. Rick and the family continued to live a life of showy luxury, buying cars and designer clothes that made visible their status. But in September 2022, Rick Kamal filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy under his wife's name citing liabilities between $1 million and $10 million. Chapter 13 bankruptcy allows individuals with regular income to develop a plan to repay all or part of the debts. Unfortunately, insufficient documentation led to the dismissal of the bankruptcy case. Rick had taken several personal loans from family members that he was struggling to repay. Still, he refused to let Tina or Ariana know how much the family was struggling. In a significant blow in 2022, the Kamal's home was foreclosed upon. In May of 2023, eviction proceedings began against them. It's not clear how much Tina or Ariana knew about what was happening or why. More than likely, the Kamal's financial troubles and Rick's deceit contributed to the pressures and stresses he was facing in the period leading up to the tragedy. That tragic event on December 28, 2023, underscores the often hidden struggles within families and individuals that may appear successful and stable from the outside. It also highlights the critical importance of addressing mental health and financial pressures before they culminate in irreversible actions. If you know someone who is struggling, please try to provide support, empathy, and have an open dialogue with them. As we honor the memories of the Kamals, may we strive to foster understanding, seek help when needed, and work towards creating a world where such heartbreaking tragedies are prevented. Our thoughts go out to all those touched by the loss of the Kamals. Please leave your thoughts about this case in the comments section. Take care.